What if I told you that the iconic BMW we know today was born from a humble little car named Dixi, a car so simple, yet it started a revolution in German automotive engineering that changed the world forever? Stay with me, because this isn't just a story about a car, it's the origin story of a global giant, of a brand that stands for precision, performance, and power. This is how BMW was truly born. Before BMW became the name whispered by car enthusiasts and speed lovers alike, it was a company focused on aircraft engines. Founded in 1916, Bayerische Motorenwerke AG, better known as BMW, first made its mark in aviation. But after World War I, due to the Treaty of Versailles, they were restricted from making aircraft engines, pushing the company into a new direction, automobiles. And so began a new chapter. Enter the BMW Dixi. Not a high-performance machine. Not a luxury cruiser. But rather a compact, modest, and affordable car that would go on to change the trajectory of German car manufacturing. Originally, Dixi wasn't even designed by BMW. The model was based on the Austin 7 from the UK, which was licensed for production by Fahrzeugfabrik Eisenach, a company that BMW later acquired in 1928. That moment, when BMW acquired the production rights to the Dixi 3/15 DA1, is officially recognized as the brand's entry into the automotive world. The Dixi was small and minimalistic, featuring a 747 cubic centimeters four-cylinder engine producing just 15 horsepower. It wasn't about speed or luxury. It was about accessibility, reliability, and clever engineering. With a top speed of 75 km per hour, around 47 miles per hour, it wasn't going to break any records, but it got families moving affordably and efficiently. And in post-war Europe, that was everything. BMW didn't just copy the Austin 7, they improved upon it. The Dixi had a reinforced chassis, more durable materials, and gradually began integrating design cues and mechanical tweaks that aligned more with BMW's emerging identity. The badge on the car might have still said Dixi at first, but the DNA of BMW was being written, right there on the factory floor in Eisenach. Imagine walking into a 1930s showroom and seeing the Dixi. This was the symbol of hope, innovation, and a new start, not just for a company, but for an entire nation rebuilding its industrial strength. And when BMW began rebranding the Dixi under its own name and released models like the BMW 315 PS, the transformation was complete. Dixi had done its job. It had birthed the legacy. As BMW grew into one of the most respected automakers on the planet, producing world-renowned vehicles like the M3, the 7 Series, and the i8, very few people stopped to remember that it all started with a small, unassuming vehicle. But those who know, true enthusiasts, understand that without Dixi, there would be no BMW. What's fascinating is how BMW managed to keep that same spirit of innovation alive. From Dixi to today's electric marvels like the BMW i7, the commitment to progress and engineering excellence remains untouched. Dixi might have been basic, but it carried within it the blueprint for greatness. So why should we care about the Dixi today? Because in a world where we often chase the biggest, fastest, and most luxurious, we forget that true innovation is born from simplicity. Dixi is a reminder that legends don't start at the top, they're built, bolt by bolt, wheel by wheel, with vision and courage. It's amazing to think that the same company that now produces cars with over 600 horsepower, cutting-edge AI, and futuristic designs once staked its future on a tiny 15 horsepower car made under license from the British. But that's the beauty of origin stories, they're humble, human, and full of possibility. BMW never forgot its roots, even as it became a global icon. The Dixi's influence can still be felt, not just in the design or engineering, but in the company's philosophy: create something that lasts, that adapts, and that connects with people on a real level. Next time you see a BMW roaring down the Autobahn or cruising the city streets, just remember, it all started with a Dixi. Old as gold, not because it's aged, but because it paved the way for the future. From a 15 horsepower pioneer to performance beasts ruling the racetrack, BMW's journey is a masterclass in evolution. And it all began with a little car that dared to dream bigger. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the origins of BMW. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For more stories that explore the roots of the world's most legendary machines, stay tuned to NextGen World, where history meets horsepower.